Are you aware of the differences between Asian and African elephants? This isn't just a matter of their geographic origins. These magnificent beings are diverse in numerous ways, not only in their physical characteristics and places of residency, but also in their behaviors and conservation statuses. Today we're going to explore their physical distinctions in depth. Asian elephants, in comparison to their African counterparts, are usually smaller in size. This size difference can be attributed to certain features such as their ears, which are significantly smaller. Additionally, they have a sleeker skin texture, and their back has a more rounded shape. This is quite contrasting to the African elephants, who are recognized for their larger ears, skin filled with wrinkles, and a back that has a characteristic concave shape. Interestingly, when discussing elephant tusks, both genders of African elephants are known to have them. However, in the case of Asian elephants, it's observed that only select males grow prominent tusks. Moreover, even the tips of their trunks exhibit dissimilarities. Asian elephants possess one finger-like projection, contrary to African elephants, which have two. This difference gives African elephants a slight advantage, as it grants them greater dexterity in handling objects. This is just one way how their biology affects their interaction with the world. The physical differences alone are fascinating, aren't they? Now, consider how these affect their behavior, habitats, and conservation statuses. Let's delve into the physical differences. First, Asian elephants are typically smaller than African elephants, with smaller ears, smoother skin, and a more rounded back. On the contrary, African elephants have larger ears, wrinkled skin, and a concave back. When it comes to tusks, both male and female African elephants tend to have them. While in Asian elephants, it's only some males that develop noticeable tusks. Even the tip of their trunks is different, with Asian elephants having one finger-like projection and African elephants having two, providing them with better dexterity for handling objects. Now let's move on to their habitat and distribution. The majestic Asian elephants can be found in an array of countries, each with its own unique ecosystem. They inhabit the dense forests and sprawling grasslands of India, known for its diverse topography and vegetation. These elephants also make their homes in the lush landscapes of Sri Lanka, a tropical paradise teeming with rich flora and fauna. Traveling further east, we find these elephants in Thailand, a country blessed with an abundance of natural beauty, from its thick rainforest to its bamboo groves. Lastly, these elephants also find refuge in the expansive wilderness of Sumatra, an Indonesian island known for its biodiversity. It is worthy to note that regardless of the country, the Asian elephant's preferred habitats are often forests and grasslands. On the contrary, the mighty African elephants are not limited to a specific habitat. They are spread across the vast sub-Saharan Africa. The geographical diversity of this region allows the African elephants to inhabit different landscapes. They thrive in the tall grasslands of the savannas, the dense foliage of the forests, and even the harsh conditions of the deserts. With their adaptable nature, the African elephants demonstrate a versatility that sets them apart from their Asian counterparts. Asian elephants often prefer forests and grasslands, whereas African elephants are more versatile and can be found in savannas, forests, and deserts. When it comes to behavior, African elephants tend to live in larger herds led by a matriarch, which is a unique social structure within the animal kingdom. The African elephant herd, often referred to as a family unit, is typically composed of around 10 individuals, but can sometimes expand to include as many as 100 members. These herds are matrilineal, meaning they're led by the oldest and most experienced female, known frequently as the matriarch. This matriarch holds a position of great importance, using her extensive knowledge to guide the herd toward sources of food and water, and to protect them from potential threats. She is the one who sets the pace and direction of the herd's movements, and her decisions are crucial for the survival and well-being of the group. On the other hand, Asian elephants have a quite social structure. They form smaller family groups or live solitary lives, which is strikingly different from their African counterparts. These family groups typically consist of a mother and her offspring, or perhaps a few closely related females. Interestingly, male Asian elephants are often solitary, mainly associating with others during the breeding season. What is more intriguing about Asian elephants is their known capacity to be trained. This has made them a part of human life for various purposes throughout history. They have been used for transportation, warfare, and ceremonial purposes. This is a trait that is less common in African elephants. This relationship between humans and elephants is complex, fascinating, and in some cases controversial, highlighting the distinct differences in the behaviors and roles of Asian and African elephants within their societies and the wider world. Lastly, both Asian and African elephants face significant threats, including habitat loss, poaching, and human-wildlife conflict. It's crucial to note their survival statuses aren't on par. African elephants are marked as vulnerable or endangered based on the species, whereas their Asian counterparts fall under the endangered category. This discrepancy is not random, but rooted in differences in their physical characteristics, habitats, and behavioral tendencies. Physical attributes, for instance, vary greatly, with Asian elephants being generally smaller than Africans and sporting smaller ears. Habitats as well differ, with Asian elephants inhabiting grasslands and rainforests, while African elephants traverse a wider range of environments. Behaviorally, they exhibit varying signs of aggression and social structures. For conservation, understanding these differences is key. Only then can we craft strategies that cater to each species' needs and behaviors. After all, both Asian and African elephants play significant roles in their ecosystems and deserve our utmost attention and efforts to ensure their survival.